Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So as requested, I'm going to be recreating this look, which is the same look that I also had in my previous makeup video. So if you've not already checked it out, be sure to do that. I will leave it up here somewhere, so don't forget to check that out. If you are new here, I just want to welcome you. If you are not already subscribed, please be sure to click that subscribe button down below. Obviously do give this video a thumbs up as well. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So I've already gone ahead and prepped my eyebrows. I'm now going to prep my face using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. For my foundation, I'm going to use my GIORGIO Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is in the shade number 11. And I'm going to start off with 2 pumps and see how I feel. If I want to add a bit more, then of course I will go ahead and do that. Oh, I nearly forgot. I need to apply Nars New Caledonia around my mouth. So let me just quickly do that. Okay, I'm now going to go ahead and blend out my foundation using my sponge as I usually do. This foundation is really lightweight. I did just do a review on this foundation. So if you've missed my previous video, then be sure to check it out. I'm going to add my 3rd pump, actually a pump and a half. I want to add a little bit more in this area here, but really don't need that much anyway, to be honest. Okay, foundation all done. I've pretty much done like 2 pumps and a half. In my previous video, I did use 4 pumps, but yeah, I've used 2 pumps and a half and I think the coverage is looking pretty good. For my concealers, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chestnut. And then I'm going to use the Soft Matte Complete Concealer by Nars in the shade Caramel. I'm going to first start off by applying a little bit of the Nars one on the back of my hand. I like to do this because it is a cream concealer, and putting it on the back of my hand just allows the product to warm up a little bit, and a little bit of this does go a long way, so really don't need too much of that. And whilst that's warming up, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And then on top of that, I'm going to apply my Nars concealer. Okay, let's start blending. The reason I put it on the corners of my mouth is because I still do have a bit of hyperpigmentation there. Looking pretty happy with that. I'm just going to take my brush, whatever's left over on there, I'm going to bring it down my nose and just put the remaining on here under my eyes. Sometimes when people hear natural, they sort of think like next to nothing in terms of like how much makeup you put, but that's not the case. I mean, you can do a no makeup look if that's sort of your kind of natural. That's not really my sort of natural, so yeah, you can actually apply product and still make your makeup come out natural. Some people might think this is perhaps too much, but no. So I'm just making sure that everything is nice and blended. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead and apply my setting powder, and again I'm going to use my Mercier Honey Translucent Powder. I have actually been liking the honey shade. I mean, because I've been using the translucent one for so long, I was kind of getting used to using that and just not really looking to budge. Sometimes when you like a product so much and it's sort of become your fave, you don't really want to change it. But I've really been liking the honey one. It's been working really nicely for me. So I'm going to go ahead and set my concealed areas with this. And I always tap off the excess on the back of my hand because I don't like over applying. And if I feel like I need a little bit more, I just go back in with what's on the back of my hand and just continue to set that. And around my mouth, I like to go in with the Mercier translucent powder, but in medium deep. And just go back in and blend this out. And now for my bronzer, I'm going to go in with the I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer in the shade Macchiato. I usually like to go in with a little bit more of a caramel sort of tone rather than a warm red undertone. This is really pigmented. I've learnt my lesson, so I'm just going in with a little bit on this big fluffy brush. A little bit really does go a long way, as you can already see. Look at the difference. Come on, mate. This bronzer was only £6 as well, and just look at how well it performs. It's so easy to go overboard with this, but you really want to be careful because it is really pigmented. Revolution do ship worldwide as well, so if you do want to pick up this particular bronzer, you can go ahead and do that. And I have to be honest, I actually do think this is more opaque and, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Beauty Bay bronzer. Beauty Bay bronzer is really good if you like a light-handed wash of bronzer, and obviously if you want to build it up, you can go ahead and do that. But this particular bronzer, it does pack a punch, so you really have to be careful. And I think because of how pigmented it is, it will last you a very long time. Just to bring everything into coordination, I am gonna go around my nose area. Next, I'm just gonna bring this into my crease. This is something that I always do if I'm not wearing eyeshadow. I just bring my bronzer into my crease, and for this particular bronzer, it works perfectly well because, as you can see, it is really nice and pigmented, and it does give me that nice warmth that I'm looking for as well. So I guess some might call this contouring the crease area, but just applying a wash of colour there. On my lid, I'm going to go with my Charlotte Tilbury Tan Bronzer, just because I find that the shade is a little bit lighter and obviously it just gives a different texture on my eye. But it blends really well into the Revolution bronzer, so it works perfectly fine for me. That's pretty much all I do for the eyes. For my blusher, I'm going in with my Becca Maui Nights bronzer, which is near enough done. I've had this bronzer for quite a while, and it's actually a bronzer, but I like to use it as a blusher because it gives me the right warmth. As you can see, it's too warm for me to use as a bronzer, but it works perfectly well for me to use as a blusher. I did also go in with a touch of highlighter just for a touch of glow. This is a highlighter that doesn't really have much texture in it, so it's literally just gonna look like an inner glow once you spray your face down, because it is a powdered product. But obviously I am applying it with this big fluffy brush, so it's not going to be too much. I nearly forgot, I did add a little bit of that I Heart Revolution bronzer on my lower lash line, just because I'm not always a fan of leaving it plain, so I added just a little bit. Even though this is my type of natural makeup look, you can kind of reduce the amount of products you want to use or apply a little bit less, whatever suits you. But I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara. This is pretty much the only mascara I use. It is double-sided, it has a volume side and a curl and length side, which is why I like it. My lashes aren't that long, but this mascara does bring them out quite a bit, enough for me anyway, so I do like it quite a lot. So that was the volume side. I'm now going to go ahead and apply the curl and length side. I do also apply some on my lower lash line, but I like to wait for my top lashes to dry down just because I don't want it to transfer when I'm looking up. So in the meantime, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do my eyebrows. I just use an eyebrow pencil for this. I've told you guys about this in my previous video. I don't do much, I kind of just brush through my eyebrows like this now. Because I've been using the Soap Brow from Revolution, it really pretty much does half of the work for me and I don't have to do too much. I do go quite heavy in this area here because I do have a bald patch there from a previous incident. So my eyebrows are pretty much done already. Going back to my eyelashes, I'm just going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. I only put a little bit of just the volume, sorry, of just the curl and length side. Just in this area here, I'm going to go with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I'm literally just applying a wash and I am using a big fluffy brush to do that, just because it will be really gentle. I do have like hair on my top lip, very little. I don't really shave my face, but this is why I like to go in with the Airbrush Flawless Powder, just so that it makes it look a little bit more flawless. For my lips, I first go in with my MAC Cork lip liner, and I'm going to use this as like a lipstick, so to speak. So that's pretty much my lipstick done. I'm just going to line my lips with this LA Girl. It's actually an eyeliner, but I like to use it as a lip liner. It's in the shade brown. I got it from Beauty Bay, which do ship worldwide, so if you want this, you can check out Beauty Bay. It is a little bit more on the warm side. I would probably say it's a touch warmer than Chestnut, but I'm sure any sort of warm tone brown lip liner will do the job for you. And then for my lip gloss, I go in with my MAC Oh Baby lip gloss. I don't know how to describe this, but this is what the MAC Oh Baby lip gloss looks like. So I've just applied a little bit on my hands and this is what it comes out as. It's really nice. With my lip brush, I'm just going to apply my lip gloss. This is literally my favorite lip gloss. Look at that. Oh gosh, absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to spray my face with a water mist just to kind of tone down some of this powdery appearance. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and yeah, this is it. This is basically how I achieved that look that you saw in my previous video. Obviously, yes, some products has to be used in order for me to complete this look. It's all in terms of preference. This is my sort of natural look. Obviously for others it might be a little bit less, but yeah, this is how I do mine, and for me, I personally don't feel like it's too much. My skin looks really nice and smooth, and I'm a happy bunny. I'm a happy bunny. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and of course I hope that I will see you all in my next video. Bye.